Because he gets a little dirty, likes to have grade A surgical gloves and a sharp knife.
Yeah, a nice sharp knife is your best friend in this whole procedure. I like to rinse them off.
To get the funk
Yeah, let's get that
off.
solution off. The most important part, it's kind of tricky, is getting this membrane off because no flavors can really get through here or anything. So you want to pull this whole skin off. This protects them.
So do you actually go along the bone?
Yeah, you go on top of the bone, and I messed it up here, but you want to keep the sharp side down so you don't cut it, and then pull up with the dull side a little bit.
Okay.
So you can get your finger in there. See, and then just pull against the bone, work your way up. It should come off in one nice clean sheet, if you're lucky. Since I cut it that one spot, it might be a little more difficult. And I used to try to just take it off from one end, and I could never get a good grip on it, and always giving me problems. So a little bit of it didn't come off here, so I just gotta get that. But it's really slimy, it's hard to grip, so that's why when you get it in the middle, you can pull it up and it goes both ways.
Yep.
It's not a problem. So that's one rack process. And the rub here, this is my secret sauce.
So that's not actually crushed red pepper. That's
Nope. This is my own blend here. Mostly paprika, chili powder, cumin, oregano, black pepper, white pepper, brown sugar, salt.
So you really get it on there good.
Yeah, you want a nice crust to sort of form on there. There it is. Then we've got some racks that we will put these on, stand them up to go on the smoker. 2 sheets of newspaper in the bottom. I think I got this thing for about $6 or $7.
What do you got there?
This is lump charcoal, not briquettes.
Okay.
You'll see when I pour it out, it's much different than...
Oh, that's what we had in Africa.
And this stuff tastes 100% better. Once you start using this, you'll never go back to regular charcoal.
So what kind of wood is this?
This is maple. I usually use maple, oak, and or cherry. And I've got a cabinet shop that just gives me all their leftovers. And so we'll actually have to saw this up a little bit, chop it down to smaller pieces before we use it. We lit the coals, and then we filled our firebox up here with just regular unburned coals. And now we've poured the hot coals on top of that and mixed in a little bit of hardwood. And so that's going to burn down and get hot and get a fire going, and we'll cover it up with the rest of the smoker here. This is not really a good idea to do in flip-flops, but, you know, I'm a pro, I guess. There we go. So that sits right up on top of it, and it'll just sort of hold everything right about there. We're going to put this on top. This is where all the meat goes. Yes, it's an old Weber that I cut a hole out of the bottom. And to get things going, we'll open up the baffle here just to get some good airflow and to get those coals nice and hot. And then when we're ready to smoke, we'll close it up so that the chamber just sort of is retarded a little bit.
Retarded? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, we'll retard the fire a little bit.
Oh, got it.
With
Okay.
the baffles. So we're going to put the cover on, and we are not going to look at these for at least 3 hours. And what we want to see is the meat shrinking up around the bones, so we should see all these bones sticking out. And we should be turning a little bit black. We should see a nice row of bones sticking out right here. and then we'll know. Oh, the wind changed a little bit. Then we'll know they're ready. Okay, so that's
Well, actually, it's close.
yeah. That's because we pulled the top off. You can see some flames jumping up there, and we're generating a little more heat. And we don't actually want any flames, because with flames you get soot, and soot does not taste good. Alright, so it's 6:30, so 3.5 hours, 6:45.
Okay, so I have
We're ready to have a look at this. We should see a few bones sticking out, and the ribs turn a little bit black.
From wind.
And
So anyway,
oh,
it
look
looks
at
like it's
that.
like going to be like $1,500 to repair it.
Wow.
The appraisal came back.
That's exactly what you want to see.
What do you want to see?
I was like,
Now you see some bones sticking out here. The meat's shrinking up a little bit,
is that like
but not too bad. And we see some blackening here. That's just some bark setting up. And the ones underneath, they're probably going to be a little bit more done, but these are all ready to go.
All right.
So these are ready to go as is. It's called a naked rib. We've already rubbed it, cooked it. You can eat this. Some people prefer it. Basically, it's called dry rub or naked. Or you can caramelize a little sauce on it just to finish it off a little bit, add some flavors at the end. So 5 minutes later, we've sauced both sides, and you can see here the sauce is bubbling here. We've got a little bit of caramelizing and maybe burning around the grill marks, but that's okay. We're just trying to set that sauce a little bit. You can see a nice little bubbling going on. And these are going to sit here for another minute or two. Let the other side caramelize up a little bit, and we're going to be done. And you just, to prepare for serving, just a nice sharp thin knife and cut between the bones.
Or you could just give everybody their own rack, right?
You can see that smoke ring there made it almost all the way through. There's a little brown sliver there.
I'd have backup brought in for me.
So are we done now? Can we eat?
Yeah, we can eat.